It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 or 44.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Two.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
Complete to Paris Campbell. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey, echo. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set. 20. Alert, 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 alert.
Right over there. Yeah.
On third down, Mayfield. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. We're scoreless after 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. Hard.
Say. Under crunch. Tight dog.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Hines, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
44, Mike, hey, exit. All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And all the way down to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on now, let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check three, check three, check three. Yep. Wide motion. Hey, Zoo. He's coming. Go on. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the ship. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Good move at the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 31, check 31.
Check.
Bam.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go right back to Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now we'll carry for Mack. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Whip.
Real.
Watch the whip.
Watch out.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Hurry.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Mayfield on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys don't.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, 33 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Get out the field, defense. Watch safety creep.
And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, Get ball.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Down. 10 logo.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
On third down, Hines. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
20. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
44 the mic. 44 the mic.
Go.
This is Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's
it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. 26. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 26.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, it's Mack. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Rock it. He's checking crap. No. Off. Watch twist. Get it.
Staying on the ground with Mack. He's got the first down inside the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They go play action here on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield now. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in and touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 96 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick.
Ready, set. 44's Mike. Check, check. Here we go, D.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
What you got, Heavy? Hey. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 40. Now. 44's the Mike. Check.
So look at me. Zipper.
44. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read. Go.
Tighten up.
Now a give, right side. Hines, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get ready.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tackle.
They'll go again here with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us for Charleston.
You better call back up. Running me down the finish. I don't play put it